I walked 10,000 steps every single day for 30 days, and what happened to my belly genuinely surprised me. And not for the reason that you think. It wasn't about the calories I burned on the walks. It was about something that switches on in your body when you move like this every single day. Something almost nobody over 40 is talking about. Because believe it or not, your body actually wants to let go of belly fat. I know, I didn't think this for years either. After 40, there's one thing standing in the way, and walking every day is one of the simplest ways to fix it without a gym and without starving yourself. And I want to be really clear about something before we start. This is not one of those videos where I tell you I got a six-pack in 30 days and flash some perfect after photo. That's not real life, and you'd see right through it. What happened was better than that because it was something you can actually repeat for the rest of your life. So stick with me because I'm going to share with you exactly what happened to my belly week by week, the real reason it worked, and how to do the same thing yourself. And if you want help applying this step by step, you can grab my free flat belly guide in my SheFit community. The link is in the description below. But first, I have to tell you where I was before any of this, because if you see yourself in this story, then this video was made for you. For years, I put fitness off, and I didn't mean a few months. I mean years of my life. I was the queen of I'll start Monday. I'll start when work calms down. I'll start when the kids are a little older. I'll start when life isn't so crazy. And of course, life was never not crazy. So Monday never came. I bought the gym memberships, the fitness classes I had to prepay for. I'd go a couple of times, feel like everyone was watching me, feel completely out of place, and then I just wouldn't go back. And every single month that payment would come out from my account for a gym I was too intimidated to even walk into. And I'd feel that little stab of guilt and shame all over again. And the thing that finally changed everything for me was not a gym. It wasn't a boot camp. It wasn't some extreme diet. It was walking. Something so simple and so unintimidating that I almost didn't believe it could matter. There was no gym membership to be scared of, no room full of people, just me and my shoes and the door. That is how I started. This is a huge part of how I'm now 50 pounds down and have kept it off. And to this day, it's one of the very first things I have the women I coach start with, whether they're 35 or 70, because I've watched it work over and over again. Here's what most women are never told about belly fat after 40. A huge amount of it is not just sitting there because you ate too much. It's being actively held into place by your stress hormone, cortisol. When your cortisol stays high day after day, your body holds onto fat right around your middle on purpose. From your body's point of view, high stress means danger. And when it sees danger, it stores, especially around your organ. That's the deep belly fat that pushes your stomach out, and it's the hardest to lose. And here's the brutal twist that almost no one explains. The harder, more punishing workouts we think we're supposed to be doing after 40 pushes that stress hormone even higher. So you drag yourself in the gym, you beat yourself up. Your body reads it as more stress, and it clamps down even harder on the belly fat. You're working so hard and going backwards, and you don't have any idea why. I lived that. It's the most defeating feeling in the world. Walking does the opposite. Easy, steady walking is one of the only forms of movement that actually lowers your stress hormone instead of raising it. So when you walk, you're not just burning a few calories, you're sending your body a completely different message. You're telling it that it's safe. And a body that feels safe is a body that finally lets go of belly fat it's been guarding. There's more. After 40, you're naturally losing a little muscle every single year, which actually slows your metabolism down. Daily walking helps keep you moving and active enough to fight that slowdown. And when you walk right after a meal, your muscles pull the sugar out of your blood and burn it for energy instead of letting it get stored around your waist. So you get a steadier blood sugar, lower stress, a metabolism that stays awake, and a body that's finally willing to release the fat. That's the real reason this works. It was never about punishing myself. It was about finally giving my body the one thing it needed to feel safe enough to let go. Now let me take you through what actually happened over my 30 days, because it came in stages and I want you to know what to expect. Week 1, honestly, doubt. I'll be real with you. Week 1 was not some glamorous transformation. The walking itself was easy. The hard part was the voice in my head. The voice that kept saying, this is too easy. This can't possibly be doing anything. You should be sweating. You're wasting your time, Shar. And that voice right there is exactly why so many of us never give the simple things a real chance. We've been trained to believe it only counts if it hurts. The scale barely moved that first week, but 2 small things showed up that I almost didn't notice. I was sleeping a little deeper, and my afternoon energy was way steadier. I didn't think much of them at the time, but these 2 little things turned out to be the very beginning of everything. Week 2, the bloat went down first. This is when I saw the first real change in the mirror. My stomach was noticeably flatter in the mornings, less puffier after meals. My waistband was sitting better, even though the scale moved just a pound or 2. That's because gentle daily walking gets your digestion moving and calms that puffiness that so many of us carry around our middle and completely mistake it for stubborn fat. A client of mine, 52, started with nothing more than a 10-minute walk after dinner. In 2 weeks, her waistband was looser before she had lost a single real pound yet. That early win is what kept her going, and it's exactly what kept me going too. So if you start this and your belly looks flatter before the scale really drops, please do not brush it off. That is real and your first sign that it's working. Week 3, the cravings let go. This is when something happened that I genuinely did not expect. I stopped wanting to graze all evening long. For years, my nights were the problem, not even my days. My days were fine. It was the dinner, then a little something on a couch, then a little something else until I fell asleep. And during these 30 days, that just stopped. Not because I was white knuckling it, not because I had some heroic willpower. I simply wasn't reaching for it anymore. That's what happens when you walk every day. Your blood sugar steadies out, your stress comes down, and that nighttime grazing that quietly piles up on belly fat loses its grip on you. One of the women I coached, 44, added a daily walk and changed absolutely nothing else. And within a few weeks, she told me the evening snacking she had fought for years basically disappeared on its own. By week 3, my waist was visibly slimmer, and for the first time, it actually felt easy. Week 4, it held even on my lazy day. By this week, the walking wasn't something I had to talk myself into anymore. It was just part of who I was, like brushing my teeth. And this is where it really showed. My stomach was visibly smaller. My clothes fit better, not just in the morning, but all day long. And here's the part that surprised me the most. It held on even on the days I did nothing intense at all. That's the quiet magic of lowering your stress hormone and keeping it low. Your body keeps doing the work in the background, even when you're resting. Another client of mine, 41, did this for 1 month. Just her steps, nothing fancy. And her deep belly fat started coming down while she went about her normal life. No gym, no punishing workouts, no misery, just walking every single day. So let me say it plainly. Over those 30 days, the bloat went down, the cravings let go, my waist got visibly smaller, and it held even at rest. All from walking, the thing I almost didn't believe even matter. And here's how I actually hit 10,000 steps as a high-achieving woman with 2 young babies. Now I want to get practical because I know what you're thinking, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, here's how I actually fit this in, because I did not carve out some big chunk of time I didn't have. I broke it up 10 minutes after breakfast, 10 minutes after lunch, 10 minutes after dinner. Those after meal walks alone do double duty because that's when they help your blood sugar the most. Then I just looked for steps everywhere else. I paced while I was on the phone. I parked further away on purpose. I walked the kids around. I took the long way. I did a walk while I caught up on my favorite show. None of it looked like a workout. None of it required a gym, special clothes, or an hour I just didn't have. It just looked like a normal day with a little more movement woven through it. And it added up faster than I ever expected. Now, some of you are sitting there saying, Shar, I don't have time to walk 10,000 steps a day. I get it. I really do. I was the queen of I don't have time. But here's the thing, you just saw how I did it. You don't do it all at once. You stitch it into the day you already have. Almost nobody can find a free hour. Almost everybody can find 10 minutes. 3 or 4 times a day. And if 10,000 honestly feels like too much to start, then don't start there. Please hear me on this. Start with whatever you can do today and just don't skip. A walk you'll actually take beats a big number that scares you out of starting. That was the entire problem with the gym for me. The bar felt so high that I just never began. Don't let that number do to you what the gym did to me. Some of you are thinking, but my knees, my hips, my back, and this is exactly why I love walking, because it's gentle, it's low impact, you set the pace. You can go slow, you can start short, you can build up over time. It meets you where your body actually is today. And some of you are thinking it's just too simple to really work. I thought that too for years, and that belief cost me years. Simple is not the same as weak. Simple is exactly why it works, because simple is the thing you'll be able to still be doing next month or even years after this. That is what actually changes a body, not intensity you quit in a week. So let me bring this all home for you. You do not need a gym. You do not need to suffer. You do not need to find an extra hour you don't have. You do not need to already know what you're doing. One simple habit, walking every day, does 5 things at once. It lowers your stress hormones so your body finally releases belly fat. It steadies your blood sugar. It calms the bloat. It quiets the nighttime craving, and it keeps working even while you rest. One habit, 5 things for free. And that's the cheat code I wish somebody handed me years before I finally started. So here's your challenge, and it's tiny on purpose. For the next 3 days, just one walk in after your biggest meal of the day. That's it. 10 minutes is enough. Don't worry about hitting any step number just yet. Walk. Don't skip it. Then comment the word walk down below so I know you're in and I can cheer you on. By the 3rd day, here's what you'll notice. You feel less puffy around your middle. You'll be sleeping a little deeper, and your evening cravings will be a little bit quieter. That's your body starting to let go instead of hold on, exactly the way it's supposed to. And remember, if you want help applying this step by step, you can grab my free flat belly guide inside my She Fit community. The link is in the description below. And listen, I really need you to hear this last part. I know exactly where you are. I know what it's like to keep putting it off year after year. I know what it's like to believe you need a gym and an hour and a body that already knows what it's doing. And I know what it's like to look at your belly and decide that this is just how a woman like you should look now. I believed every single one of those things for years, and every one of them was an absolute lie. You are not broken. You are not too late. You didn't miss your window. You just needed someone to show you that it can start with something this simple. It started with one walk for me. It can start with one walk for you today. If this video helped you, go check out this next video where I show you the only thing you really need to do for a flatter belly after 40.